Hey, welcome to For the People podcast. I'm your host, Vision X, and this show is called For the People, by the People, because we're bringing power back to the people. We are jam-packed today with a lot of people here today. I wanted to make sure that, we had a lot more opinions. We are growing. We're going to have a lot more discussions going on, and as you know, we have a lot of things happening. In addition, we're going to be making some special announcements at the end of the show, and we are going to begin with our rounds of just introductions. And so we are going to start with our history teacher herself, Miss Maya.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Hey Trey. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And the queen of judges that's casting down judgment, Miss Nikki.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
And we're going to be having our new perm co-host, and then we're going to be having a rotating co-host as well. So we are going to be joined by Trey Rich moving forward.
Hey y'all.
And last, our special guest we will be joined by today is Jeff. Jeff, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff. Happy to be here.
All right, we are about to begin. This is a packed show. We have a lot of stuff to discuss and talk about. And we are going to actually begin this one girl. And I'm glad that, I always tell people, hear from the horse's mouth. And this white girl just pretty much broke down what I've been saying all along growing up in white homes. And she pretty much just broke it down for everybody so everybody could kind of understand that a lot of this stuff happens that with generational wealth and people don't actually understand it until it actually is happening to them. So let's go ahead and take a look at this.
I am white, and on both sides of my family, we do not have any massive generational wealth. My mom's father is the only one of my four grandparents who we got any sort of generational wealth inherited from. And 99% of the wealth that we inherited from my grandfather was from selling his house. My grandfather was born in 1926 in rural North Carolina, and he was a 6'3" white man with blue eyes. And other than being white, my grandfather didn't have that many privileges. He was one of like 7 children. His mom didn't even get to high school level education, and his dad never went to college. They were not privileged in most other ways that we define privilege, but he was a white male in a very, very racist country. What his whiteness allowed him to do was work his way through college. At the time, there were colleges that weren't accepting Black people, and he was accepted to college as long as he could pay for it. And he ended up getting a law degree and becoming very successful. And again, never hoarded any significant wealth, but bought a house outside of Washington, D.C. in the 50s in a neighborhood that was redlined. And actually, my mom, who was born in the 60s, remembers in the 70s when the first Black family moved into their neighborhood, because it had literally been sectioned off and realtors would not sell to Black families. And my mom, who is 58 years old, went to a year of segregated school. So for all of you saying it was so long ago, everyone has equal rights now, get over it. My mom remembers when the first Black student joined her class in the 70s in Alexandria, Virginia. In 2015, my grandfather died, and we sold his house that he bought for around $100,000 in the 50s, and we sold it for $1 million. That money was divided among his children, and my family was able to get out of a lot of debt, and it completely reset my ability to go to private versus public school, my ability to afford tutors, my ability to become the educated person that I am. And it was all really because I have a white grandfather. Let me finish. Had my grandfather been Black and had all of the other skills and background that he had, he couldn't have gone to the schools that he went to. He wouldn't have been hired in the jobs that he was. And he couldn't have bought the house that he did, that, 65 years later, put his family out of debt. So if anyone tries to tell you it's not that deep, it really is that deep. It goes so far back. Any small privilege that a white person has is probably, to some degree, due to their whiteness. And if you are a white person who has roots in the South, you definitely should have white guilt, and you definitely should be doing the work to understand how your privilege affects the people around you and how you can help level the playing field. And everyone tried to get all particular about these specific situations where a Black person might have a privilege or a woman might have a privilege over a man. Those are isolated situations you're bringing up. We're talking about large-scale, mass, systematic issues. Now, yeah, legally, Black people and white people should have the same exact rights and privileges, but they're playing catch up. Because if my family, like I said, had been Black, we would never have gotten out of debt in 2015. I would never have been able to afford the school that I went to and live the lifestyle that I'm living right now. I am white, and on both sides of my family.
All right. So I just want to harp on something that she said about Elizabeth, if that's her name. Thank you for what you shared. Because, white folks don't get to understand, what somebody's saying until they hear from a white person. It's like, oh, you blacks complain so much. Oh my God. So
Right.
it's over
And
that.
that's actually just a small level of it. And she just, I like the way she was able to articulate it and just make it bite-sized and make it digestible for people. But like it goes way deeper than what she even explained.
Yeah, and she also, this was a few things, and I'm gonna let y'all really get into this. She said, this happened, a lot of stuff happened in the 70s with the redlining and stuff. This is what we're trying to tell people, and Maya said this so many times. These photos that they put in black and white, these photos are they have this stuff in color. They're trying to make it seem like this stuff was in the 1700s. This stuff, Ruby Bridges, was just on TV just a few weeks ago. That was in the 60s when she went through school where grown white folks were spitting on her, a 4 or 5 year old child. I mean, I want people to let that sink in. And then she also said something about the actual, benefits that people say that black people get. They will say something like, "Oh, DEI and affirmative action." Black people didn't really benefit from that. That was white women. So, what do you guys think?
I mean, it's nice when you hear it from white people, but sometimes it feels a little too late. It's just like, why does it take you hearing it from a white person instead of hearing it from the people that's being affected by it? Because then the white person that said it gets the fucking kudos to act like they just unlock some shit that we've been telling y'all the whole time. It's nice of her, and it's nice when white people do it, but I'm not going to give you the brownie points. And not saying she's asking for it, but I feel like that's what ultimately happens, is that it's just like that same thing. A white boy do some rhythm and all of a sudden we mesmerized by the shit. And it's like, no, he got some rhythm and we'll give him that, but that's as far as it goes. So even though she articulated it well, I appreciate you for doing that, but it doesn't negate the fact that when black people say it, we're not listened to. It shouldn't take a white person trying to explain the black plight when black people are explaining the black plight. Either you're going to take it from us, the people that's going through it. You shouldn't have to take it from somebody who is only seeing it. They still can't see it the way we see it because they're not black. So you got somebody else explaining the black experience who is not black in an effort to get non-black people to understand. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, just listen to black people. It's like the racism. You're never
I
beating.
get what you're saying, Nikki, but we live in America where they don't give a fuck about us. So it takes, and I've been saying this for a long time, it takes one of them or some of them or a lot of them to come out and speak in order for people to really understand it, because they don't give a fuck about what we got to say. They
No,
really,
and
it's sad that it's
I
like that,
agree
but they truly do
that they
care.
don't. I'm just saying, and again, glad she spoke out on it. But I'm just saying, it shows how far we haven't come. That we still gotta have a white girl, and 9 times out of 10, they're gonna call her a nigger lover and move the fuck on. Like it's still like, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah, but
they
it's
can
the
try.
same. It's Jimmy Fallon. I mean, what's his name? Jimmy Kimmel. Joy Reid lost her job first. Ain't nobody do all that rallying
Exactly.
and all that
And
Yeah,
stuff.
that's why I felt
that's
like
true.
it took a white man losing some shit, even though he got a plethora of resources. If he never set foot on the air again, that man is all right. And I understand you
Absolutely.
didn't like, if people that don't like Joy Reid, I get it. But think about that visual. She was speaking up about black people, lost her job. He spoke out against a white man, lost his job. Now we worried about freedom of speech. And again, I get the principle of the matter, but why did it take a white man that already got a lot to lose a little for everybody to be like, oh, we gonna do this and we gonna do that? Y'all didn't have that energy with Colin Kaepernick. Y'all didn't have, not, it's easy for me to boycott the NFL. I don't watch the shit because I don't understand and I don't give a fuck. So it don't take nothing for me to not watch that type of shit. But it takes all of these things. So I mean, I'm glad she spoke out about it. And again, like you said, Maya, sometimes that's what it takes. But I don't like it when when poor white people try to say they think privilege in terms of finances. Yes, it's about finances, but you have white privilege. It means that even if you're poor, You can drive your little F-150 in fucking peace, and you know nobody's the cops not gonna pull you over. You can be somewhere any time of night, and you don't have to worry about somebody asking you why are you here. That is the privilege in and of itself. Because let's set finances aside. The poorest white man would never trade places with the richest black man.
Mm-hmm.
And why is that? Because of the privilege. So for those of you that say that white privilege don't exist, then explain that shit. Because if privilege didn't exist, then you would say, of course I would trade places, but you wouldn't, because you know the privilege exists solely because of your skin color. You have opportunities. Now, whether or not you piss them opportunities away, that ain't got nothing to do with nobody. But you still got a fucking 400 to 500 year head start. You can walk into a place with no skills and literally, because you're white, become a fucking manager. I see it every day in corporate. I've worked for people that don't
That's
know
a
what the
word.
fuck they doing.
Yeah.
That is
Ooh,
really
that
a
is
word.
That is a
They can
word.
walk in. They can walk in there. Don't have no experience. Don't know the fucking job. But you gonna come in here and tell me how to fucking do it? When you have zero experience, when you don't know the job, which is why you think it's so fucking easy to do, because you're white.
Yep.
Because you're white, you have the privilege of turning in a resume and somebody not throwing it in the trash because they can't pronounce your name, or they can't bother to pronounce your name, or you have to use your middle name to get a job, or what have you. It was a black woman who did an experiment on LinkedIn where she used the profile of a
Yeah.
white woman versus a black woman to see how many jobs she got. That is your fucking privilege. Your white privilege, you can walk in a grocery store and nobody's following you to fuck around. Meanwhile, klepto Karen over there is housing shit like a motherfucker, but you too busy looking at me.
For real.
She robbing you bitches
No,
blind.
for real, Nikki.
But
I talked to a Walmart employee about that, and he was like, "Yeah, we always told we are." Well, the lady said we're always told to look more so at the black and Hispanic people, but every time somebody get caught, it's a white person.
Exactly. Y'all over there housing shit. Left and fucking right. Just robbing motherfuckers blind. But you too busy over here looking at my ass, a bitch that's coming to pay with my fucking money.
Right.
That is your white privilege. So, shout out to her for talking about it. But it still shouldn't be, it shouldn't take a white woman trying to tell a black person's story when you could hear it from black people your fucking self. But shout out to her and the millions she got for white privilege.
I agree, but we know that white privilege runs extremely deep. It runs deep throughout anywhere. Cause see, her posts go crazy, but when we say something like that, our posts don't get that many views and don't go as viral. But because she's a white woman talking about black issues, like you said, they gonna give her cookies and all that. Just like people every day. I don't know if y'all remember when that white lady just started posting her everyday life on TikTok, and she was like a white Southern lady, and she went viral in like 24, like changed her entire life within a month off of posting on TikTok, and everybody like all these black creators busting their ass, and they not getting that type of,
Exactly. We gotta work twice as hard to get them fucking crumbs, or to get the views, even though we're saying the most powerful stuff, and they're just
that
either.
goes to show you that
I have
they
a
still
thought.
don't give a fuck about what we got to say.
This might be a monkey wrench, but do we as
Hold on,
black
Jeff,
people?
before you say what you about to say, twist your camera.
Did I do it? Hold on, fix it.
Miss off lock.
Sorry,
Right?
make sure you remember what you about to say.
Did I do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
All right. Do we participate in that privilege? I recently saw a clip that was replayed on Instagram where Raven Simone, when she was on The View, and she was saying how she wouldn't hire Watermelon Drea to
Oh yeah.
work for her.
All of
Yeah.
Keisha.
Yes, yeah. And she's like, yeah, just because of her name, right? And then I also had a thought, like, when we are requesting services, do we at times choose the white provider of that service over the black? Because we be like, if you choosing a person to do construction on your home. I recall when my family did it, when I was growing up, we had a black guy from the church. He did it, and he did a terrible job. Like, it was half done. It was crazy. And so they ended up going to a white person because they just thought they
And
would do it better.
there are caveats to that, and we talked about that. Like, we can't now with Raven Simone, did you know better? Cause your fucking name is Raven fucking Simone. That's a nigga name. You're not getting, you can hyphenate that shit all you want, but you a black bitch. Like, we're not gonna do that. Now, now, should parents name their kids some shit like that? Absolutely not. But hey, a name, you do whatever the fuck you want. Your name shouldn't limit you. But at the same time, we live in a society where you got to understand the ways of the world, and so you should know certain shit. I may want to do it, but let's not, or let's save it for a middle name. But at the end of the day, you should be able to name your child whatever you want. But at the same time, think about that child. Think about, the aspects of their life on the playground, the shit that they gonna have to go through. Well, again, white privilege. White privilege means you can name your fucking daughter Apple. Jason Lee named his child Pilot Inspector. You have the benefit of doing some shit like that because you're fucking white, and you're gonna be able to get a job with a name
I
like
didn't
that.
know
Oh my
that.
god, this is so cool. This is so catchy, and they have that privilege. But if a black person does it, it's automatically fucking ghetto. Like, my middle name is Renee. But that Nay is spelled like a nigga, Nae. It ain't EE, you know what I'm saying? It is, you know what I'm saying? It's got that Nay on it. But regardless of the fact, it's that is my name. And I am proud of the name that I have. And I was named after Nikki Giovanni. I am proud of the name that I have, whatever my name would have been. And it that shouldn't count. But as far as the service is concerned, and we talked about this, as black people, it's not that we want to choose to go to the white person. It's that you can't be black and have a job providing a service and it's half-assed and you expect it to be supported
Amen.
because you are black. We are
Amen.
not doing that. We as black people deserve quality service. I don't give a fuck who's doing it. If it's a
Absolutely.
black person, we deserve quality service. If it is a white person, we deserve quality service. If our money is patronizing your business, we deserve quality service in return, regardless of who owns the business. And I think black people that are starting these businesses that are doing that, they need to stop relying on. It's like, if we don't automatically support, oh, this is why we can't have nothing. No, we can't have nothing because you're giving us some bullshit and you're expecting us to rock with you solely because you're black. I'm not going somewhere and I'm paying $50 for a $15 plate because some niggas made it. I'm not going to pay $50 for a $15 plate if a white bitch made it. I'm not gonna do it regardless of who the fuck is cooking the shit, because it doesn't make sense. What a lot of black businesses are doing, and they take this how you want. They're trying to supplement. They overcharge so they can deal with less people,
Amen.
especially when it comes to the hair industry. The black hair industry, you bitches don't want to do shit. I don't have to go to y'all to get my hair done. But I remember going to a place where you walk in there and smell hair burning. That's what we need to get back to. We need to get back to those women that did your fucking hair. They might have talked your ear off. They might have gossiped. But baby, you was gonna come out there styling and fucking profiling, and they did their fucking job. These bitches today want $500 to just put on a goddamn wig. Oh, you gotta come with your hair washed dry. Well, bitch, why not just come with the fucking wig on? What am I paying you for? Like, next, that's gonna be in the booking. Next thing gonna be in the booking is come with the wig on, and then I'll
Well,
tell you
I can
how it
go
look, and
ahead
then
and
you pay
answer
me.
that. I can answer that why they do that. As a licensed braider here in South Carolina, I don't charge them ridiculous, crazy prices. But the reason these people be doing that is because I'm not gonna say why they charge. The reason they want you to come fully everything is because a lot of them are not licensed cosmetologists. So they can't
Exactly.
wash your hair. They can't do none of the extra stuff. The only thing they can do is put the wig on, which is still stupid because you said 500, bitch. I'm not paying $100 for you to glue a wig down. I can get on
Exactly.
YouTube and figure that shit out.
Exactly. This is the thing. It's like, okay, you want to charge that price, go to cosmetology school and be able to do the service. But you don't want that. You want fast money. And you want it at the expense of your people. When you go to white places, even though they can't do our hair, they've done the school. You might have some country back alley bitches doing some tape ins or some shit with but for the most part, they doing it the right way. Now, again, white privilege. They may have the opportunity to go to those schools, but
and it was easier for them to do it the
and it
right
was
way.
easier for them to train, and we have to take that into account. But that doesn't take away from the fact that as a black person, if you're going to be doing hair, if you're going to be doing nails, and you want to charge a certain price, you need to have all that certification on your fucking wall to justify why you're charging that price. Because if you're just charging that price because you don't have a license and you want to be able to take two heads and make $1,000 so you ain't got to deal with people, but you still getting the money as though you dealt with a whole bunch of people for the day, at what you're selling your community out, because you're giving your community bad fucking service. You're charging people money they can't afford. You're not working in community, you're working against the fucking community by doing shit like that. And we're not doing that anymore. I'm not patronizing a fucking business just because it's some niggas in there and it's subpar. If anything, the fact that we have to go twice as hard should be the motivation to have the best restaurant possible, the best salon possible. Because we already got to work twice as hard to get half. So how the fuck you gonna come into the game not doing shit? And then expect black people to be like, oh well, it's black, and we gotta support the black owned business, but the black owned business ain't shit. When you call and complain, like people would ask me, oh, why don't you get on that fan base app? Because the nigga he don't like women. And he doesn't like it when people give him constructive criticism to make the app better. You want niggas to join the app. Niggas telling you, hey, this is not interface friendly. You need to do this. You need to do that to make it easier for black people to want to join. Oh, you getting your fucking thong in a bunch because niggas telling you what they want to see on a fucking app. Then when a black woman tells you he going after her all sideways
How you know
about
he
shit
wear a
like that.
thong? Wait a minute now. What? Sorry, that was a good joke, and we should acknowledge it.
Yeah. Like what the
Rash.
what the fuck are we doing here? Like you can't critique. It's like when a black person starts a business, black people aren't allowed to critique it. Because if we critique it, then we on some coon shit. No, we ain't on some coon shit. On some coon shit would definitely be, I'm just going to the white people. I'm not fucking with y'all. But a black person saying, hey, why don't you reevaluate the prices here? Why don't you reevaluate your level of service? Why is the person, you can't be a new business and you got an attitude like you a Jamaican lady that's been in the game serving oxtails for 35 years. You can't fucking do it, okay? She can be rude to a bitch because she been serving these goddamn oxtails for 35 fucking years. You can't come in here today with a motherfucking attitude and could just because you got a goddamn grass wall with some neon lights on that bitch. Fuck you.
And
That's coming from a black woman.
And I wanted
It's the way of the world,
also,
though. It's
hold
the
on,
way
y'all.
everybody's moving.
Hold
now.
on, y'all. I wanted to also show some other videos in regards to this, and we're going to continue this conversation. So let's take a look at this.
Okay, so what about all the other clips then about him saying black lesbians taking out his appendix and black people shouldn't be doing this and that?
Black lesbian taking your
Wouldn't care.
appendix out?
I don't care.
Yeah,
The black
Yes.
pilot.
do you? You
Yes.
think that's the best surgeon you can find?
Okay, chill.
Piece of shit.
The black pilot thing that he
Yeah.
said, I totally agree with.
So
There
you're
were
racist.
pilots
We
put
know
into
this.
those airplanes, DEI, for jobs that they had to fill. What if they don't even know how to fly an airplane?
Okay, so
What
this
if
all
they're
makes
not
sense.
qualified?
Okay.
This is all
You're
making
saying-
sense. Mom and dad are clearly racist, homophobic,
Very, yes.
misogynist. It aligns.
I
So
agree.
they feel sorry for Charlie Kirk because they are Charlie Kirk. It's that easy.
I believe in
That's
God.
the
I would
kid.
be-
I believe-
I'd rather be Charlie.
Those are his children.
You
yeah.
omitted all of this shit. You didn't post
Sorry,
anything
because
about
man-
him.
Stop that. Stop that.
Whatever you're saying is, it doesn't matter. We all know that you hate everyone.
Did I
Okay, so what about all the other clips then about him saying black lesbians taking out his appendix and black people shouldn't be doing this and that?
Lesbian taking your.
What-
And then I want to show something that D.L. Hughley was speaking about recently on TMZ. Let's take a look.
I understand that you're hardline and you say, look, if you supported them, I'm done with you. But if they genuinely have a change of heart, right? And why wouldn't you want to have more people on your side of the aisle?
I think the one thing that's consistent with people that have changed their mind is there was an inherent selfishness they responded to. When something happened to them or somebody that looked like them or somebody they love, then they responded. Had it been happening to anybody else, they wouldn't have cared. So if your motivation is that, you have seen it damage people that you love, that's selfishness. And you voted in a very selfish way.
So you're saying there's no room in politics, there's no room for forgiveness.
What I've learned from Republicans is you draw your circles tight and keep it that way. The entire administration now is based on not proficiency, not professionalism, but loyalty. Loyalty.
But to your point, that's Trump, right? And let's say he can't run again. So now you're just talking about whether someone is going to espouse the Republican platform or the Democrat platform, right?
I don't think it's as simple as I was misled. I think you wanted to believe a thing. I think that you didn't care who it hurt as long as it wasn't you. And if it were brown and black people, all the more better for it. You know what's interesting? 2 weeks ago when I was on, 3 weeks ago I was on, you and I and Charles were talking about how Bill Maher was saying, the tariffs didn't hurt anybody and I drive down my street. 3 days later, the jobs report came out and it talked about the people it hurt. Mm-hmm. When he goes to D.C. and he takes over the city under the pretext that it is lawless, who does he use? He's attacking cities with black mayors. You helped do that. He's rounding up brown people. You helped do that. Why would I trust you again? If you can't see the obvious danger to yourself or to the people looking around you, then you're ignorant, and why would I need to be around? I don't have to change your mind. Like Chuck D said something that I'll never forget. He said, if I can't change the people around me, I got to change the people around me.
But let's go back 20, 30 years, right? I mean, there was a time where people changed their mind, right? There was a time when people could say, I thought this, but now I see things differently, and they would go back and forth.
These people had 3 bites of the apple, 3 times. They saw him win an election. They saw what happened then. They saw him try to overthrow the government, and they still did it the 3rd time. Come on now. 3rd time's a charm. We're not talking about people. All those people, a great deal of those people made this mistake 3 times. Who the hell makes a mistake 3 times? When 3 times is on purpose.
I understand that you're...
So
they got this nigga playing devil's advocate on here. Get the fuck.
His
Can I dig in right quick fast a little bit?
So, get in there.
To the fucking idiots. I'm talking directly to y'all. This is pertaining to the first video first. DEI and the whole plane situation and all that shit, you dumb fucks. Just because a pilot is black don't make them unqualified. They still had to go through the same training, the same certifications. They actually have to be more qualified if they're fucking black, you dumb cunts. Y'all get on my fucking nerves with that. Like, we have to be more qualified. If you see a black teacher, she's more qualified. If you see a black doctor, they're more qualified. I don't even understand why that's even still a fucking conversation. We know that black women especially, but black people are more educated. You white people show us every day how dumb y'all are because, like D.L. Hughley just said, y'all made the same quote-unquote mistake 3 times. Only a dummy will do some shit like that. And then y'all want forgiveness. I don't forgive nobody. And I'm going to tell y'all why I don't forgive y'all. I agree with what D.L. Hughley said, but I also want to add, when Trump got in office, I was sitting on panels. I was having conversations with Republicans trying to talk to them and understand why they voted the way they voted, especially black people, the black people that voted for him. I've tried to understand why they voted the way they voted, but as the months go on, these same black people I tried to understand are now being MAGA and Trump supporters and being racist to their own people, talking about y'all need to stop being thugs. Excuse me? You black too. Are you fucking dumb? Y'all are in a cult and y'all don't see it. And that's the real problem. Yeah, this is cultish behavior for sure. You don't question the leader. You follow blindly. You follow scared because you're terrified something's going to happen to you. Y'all are in a fucking cult. And who gets in cults? Dummies, because your mind is weak. Dumb bitches.
To the first couple that I've seen them before, those are their children, the son and daughter, and they are just, Fox News has corroded their brain. I have already said it. White supremacy was created to uphold white mediocrity. And white privilege was designed to ensure that white people benefited from said mediocrity.
Yeah.
DEI is a threat to that mediocrity. Because with DEI, that means that mediocrity is not superior anymore. They're not just picking you because you're white. If they pick a black person or a brown person, again, we get in that door and we still have to prove ourselves twice as fucking hard. We have to be twice as knowledgeable as the other white people that are in the fucking room, because 9 times out of 10, those white people in the room got the job because they're fucking white, not because they're qualified.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And as far as like they say, DEI to white, they see DEI as, oh, you're just being picked because you're black and not qualified. No, DEI is saying give black and brown people the chance they wouldn't necessarily get, because we know the world is not fair. And DEI, black women didn't even fucking benefit from that shit the most. It was fucking white women who, again, get these jobs because they're fucking white and they're women to fill a fucking quota. When I get a job, they'll never know what it feels like to be a black woman and get a job, because now I got to be like, hey, did you hire me because of the quota, or did you hire me because I'm fucking qualified? I have had white people tell me, oh, Nikki, you're so smart. What the fuck did you expect me to be doing this fucking job? Nobody off the street can come do this shit. What did you expect me to be? Because you're stupid? I had a boss that this man had to at that time. This was over 10 years ago. Maybe 15 or whatever at this point. Making 3 times probably what I made. I walked in that office and this motherfucker is literally looking at the screen like this, because he couldn't figure out how to rotate the fucking PDF. But you make 3 times my fucking salary, bitch. And you gonna tell me that he's qualified? I think it the fuck is not. All of this shit with the DI, a black pilot. First of all, when you get on the fucking plane, do you go check the fucking cockpit to see what this motherfucker is looking like? I don't give a fuck who flying it, long as you know how to fly it. That's what I want. And y'all worried about the wrong shit. Bitch, you can't fly a plane, you dementia riddle ass bitch. Can you fly the motherfucker? No. So what the you ain't got a dog in this fucking fight. White people are upset because their mediocrity is on full fucking display. And if everything in this world was fair, if there was equality across the board, white people would be in last place, and they fucking know it. And that is what's terrifying to them, because their privilege, their mediocrity allows them to be on top. White people are the only race in the fucking world on this goddamn planet that can fail up. Nobody else can fail up. They created a whole fucking system where they fail up. Nobody else can do that. So what the fuck are we talking about with the whole DEI shit? Because you know what should happen is there should be like a surgeon. It should be a fucking reality show. Well, when you need surgery, you don't get to meet the fucking surgeon until after. And every one of them is the goddamn nigga. And now you got to deal with the fact that a black person saved your fucking life. That's what it should be. That's what we should hide it. And then how do you feel now that you're alive and it's because of me? That's exactly how this shit should go. Because
you know what? I think they should start testing. I said this the other day. We should start testing all the white people. Like, if you have white people in your corner, test them. Like, I piss them off, because you just never know how racist the person is till you piss them off. Y'all can be friends or family members or lovers for 36 years, but the moment you piss them off and get their blood really boiling, that's when that nigga
white, I don't care how cool white people are. There will come a moment. There will be a time and a place where a white person is going to get white on you.
Listen, I was literally just having this conversation the other day, and I had a conversation with my nephew. At the time, he was like 16, 17, and we were conversing about, I'm very passionate about the way that I feel, and I express myself freely, especially to young people that I have to put are in my life. And I was explaining to him about white folks, and he was like, "Oh, Uncle Jeff, you just don't like white people. You don't get it." It's like, nah, man, life will teach you. And I appreciate it. And you have to have the experience to receive the lesson, right? I'm not going to put my stuff on you. Like, you just go through life and life will teach you. And the fact that seems to be a universal experience of Black folks, of certain age that no matter what, because I used to be friendly with white folks. Oh, this is my best friend, this is my buddy. But when it's between you and their whiteness is gonna win. No matter, I don't care how. I'm part of the fight. I'm with you, man. I love you. This black man is my brother. I don't see color. When it's time for that whiteness to peek its ugly head, it's gonna do it.
Yep, white people going white people.
Yeah.
What? Yes, they are. And the whole, I don't. You know how I know a white person is racist immediately when you say, "I don't see color."
Yeah.
That lets me know that something is wrong with you because only white people get to say they don't see color.
Mm.
Only white people can say that because the people that see color,
what are you, a dog?
The people that don't see color, they don't see your color because they're too busy looking at everybody else's. That's why they don't. That's what you as a white person, you don't see color because you don't have to. Yeah. Because the people that do see color ain't paying attention to yours. So that's the whole, oh, I don't see. How the fuck could you not? Yeah. So that means you want to walk around life oblivious to what the fuck is going on. So you want plausible deniability in this bitch. That's what you say, because that's what it's giving. I don't see color. Well, bitch, if you don't see color, then that means you don't see me.
Yeah.
And if you don't see me, that means you don't see the fucking problem with you not seeing me. So any white person that come in here with that I don't see color shit, fuck you. And the unwashed pussy you popped out of, because that's a fucking lie, bitch.
And just 1 second, we were talking about qualifications and should we test them and etc. I just want to show you this. Actually, I was showing you a few videos of this. I want you to take a look at just some of the stupidity that does need to be tested. So let's take a look at this real quick.
The reason your husband's being placed in arrest is because he had opium.
What is that?
Opium. It's a Schedule II controlled substance, okay?
Okay.
It's a drug. So he had that in his center console. Okay. So right now he's being placed in arrest. Okay. He's going to be taken down to Sling County Jail. He'll be processed through.
Get into the car. Okay, then what's going to happen?
So then he's going to get a charge for that. So more than likely, with it being a Saturday, he's going to have to wait till Monday to see a judge.
He's going to be in jail until Sunday?
Until Monday.
Okay.
Until Monday, ma'am.
Okay.
So until he can see a judge, okay?
Okay, hold on 1 second, please.
You need to take a deep breath, though, okay?
1 second, please.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second, please. I'm confused on why he's going to jail. I want to see this, please, sir.
Okay.
I want to see this, please.
And mind you, this is fucking Cologne, y'all. This is Cologne.
I can't believe it. Oh, he doesn't even know what's going on either.
You got opium. You got
fucking Cologne.
Liquid opium.
Look at that.
That was in the center console.
This is insane.
Look at her. She knows it. Look at the officer.
Yes.
She's like,
So before we
seriously.
go over there, I need you to bring it down a level, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a
We're
freak
not
out
gonna go
too.
over there with us being super hyped up
Okay.
emotionally, okay? So if we go over there, are you gonna be able to take home for me?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I want to show another one. Take a look at this.
Look at him. Look at him.
Oh,
Look at him.
go.
High as fuck. High as fuck in the job.
Like I told
Gonna
you.
come and deal with shit.
No. Like I told you, coming off a double, and you got a bad back. They are.
That's all right.
Relax.
Yep. Call your sergeant right now.
High as
Call your
shit.
sergeant.
What the
Call your
hell?
sergeant. Call your sergeant. I want your sergeant here. I have my rights to call a sergeant here.
We're
So
gonna
call
call-
your sergeant right now.
All right, we're gonna call
Call your sergeant. What's your name?
Officer mates.
What's your
real
name?
quick. Officer-
What's your name?
They are.
Protecting him. What's your name?
What's my name?
Yeah.
Officer Spinsky.
And what's your name? I don't even know. Can't even speak.
Jesus.
No, this motherfucker's high. You're gonna lose your job, motherfucker. Gonna lose your job. Gonna lose your job, motherfucker.
You about to lose your job. Get
Bet
that
he
gas.
don't. I bet he
You
don't.
about
I bet he
to
get suspended without.
And I
suspended
want to
with
show
pay.
one more. And this is at the White House. This is a federal level. Take a look.
The president is unhinged. He is unwell. What are you doing?
On your side are too. I don't control.
Oh my God, please. That performance in front of the generals, that
I didn't see it.
is so dangerous. You know I serve on foreign affairs and appropriations. It's the collision of those two things. Our allies are looking elsewhere. Our enemies are laughing.
Just let
You have a president who is unwell.
So, but black people is stupid and immigrants are dumb and we can't handle ourselves on jobs. We have no decorum. We have no professionalism. We don't know what we're doing. We need extra tests. You just seen all this shit. This is a different jobs, the federal level with the president of the United States. You just seen what happened with cops. What do y'all think it is?
It goes to white mediocrity.
This ain't new. Them being dumb ain't nothing new. Like, just think about it. All the white women that voted for Trump, who voted for their rights to be stripped away so they can go back to being the property of because I say this all the time. When our ancestors were slaves, white women was low-key slaves too, because y'all father told y'all what to do, what to wear, how to dress, how y'all where to work and all that stuff until they gave y'all a husband. Y'all voted against your own interests. They been dumb, just like the white men. If you go and watch any of these videos, have y'all seen the videos of the Trump supporters where they asking them like, well, what do you think about this policy? Oh, this policy is dumb. This, or what does this word mean? They don't know what shit mean. That's why I said it's a cult, because they don't question shit. A lot of the stuff that Trump is doing, they don't even understand what he's doing. So they don't understand that eventually it's going to affect them because they fucking dumb.
They voted to be racist. Bottom line, they voted to be racist. They voted to be openly racist. They didn't care about the consequence. Excuse me. They are willing to lose their rights, to lose this country, because they want to be racist out loud. For 8 years, they could not be racist out loud because of Barack Obama. They couldn't be racist out loud.
Racist out loud.
They couldn't do it. And this is why we have Trump now.
They was racist out loud because
they were, but not to the degree that they are now.
Oh,
like
right.
what I'm saying, I'm not saying they never were, because they absolutely were, but not to the degree that they are now. They are comfortable as fuck saying the quiet part out loud again, circa Jim Crow. They weren't that loud and proud before, because they understood that there was a president, that there would be consequences for your fucking actions. But you now have a president that is telling you nod, nod, wink, wink, and just sometimes straight up. The first time Trump said, instead of saying stand down, he said stand by and stand back and stand by. That is when he said that shit. That is what you knew what type of time he was on. The first time I heard the word make America great again, I knew what the fuck was up. Because who has America ever been fucking great for besides white men? And anybody who heard in 2015, make America great again, and you didn't know what the fuck was up, you deserve everything you getting now. Because as a black woman, when I heard that fucking phrase, I knew what the fuck he meant. I knew what the fuck he was running on. And them white racist ass motherfuckers knew what time it was. That's why they're voting for him. They don't care about being poor. They gonna care when they not getting their food stamps. When the first of the month come and they can't go to Walmart and get their fat ass on that fucking scooter and fill it up with Bud Light and bologna, they gonna get real mad. But this is what the fuck you voted for. You voted to be racist out loud. You farmers voted to be fucking racist. So much so that you didn't give a fuck about your fucking crops.
Yeah.
You voted to have everything, you got everything you wanted and lost everything in the fucking process because you hate black and brown people so fucking much. So that's what we're gonna do here. If that's what you voted for, it's not a mistake. I don't got sympathy for a motherfucker. I don't got empathy for a motherfucker. When you went in that voting booth, you knew what the fuck you was doing. You knew what you was doing in 2016.
Yeah.
You knew what the fuck you was doing in 2020, even though he didn't win, and you knew what the fuck you was doing in 2024. Y'all would rather lose this whole country than to be led by a smart, qualified black person. You cannot get your ego past the fact that we are smarter than you. Y'all know we smarter than you. Y'all know we dominate everything. That's why you can't have it on an equal playing field. Because if everything was on an equal playing field, white people would come in last fucking place. And they know they would be last fucking place.
And I also believe that's why white people are able to go to such extremes when they do things. Like white folks have the ability to do things that a black person never would. Like even slavery. Black folks, we don't even have it in us to we'll have it in this. So white folks, they can go to the extreme because that's all they have. They don't have smarts. They don't have
even the sports they do. They have to do extreme death-defying shit to prove that a black person can't do that. No, it's not that a black person can't do it. We're not fucking stupid. We don't have to
we
go to that
wouldn't do that.
length to prove shit. We don't have to dive off a motherfucking cliff to prove you doing that. Because as a white person, you constantly in a state that you have to prove some shit because you know you don't have the goods. When you know you don't have the goods, you are in a constant state of I have to prove some shit. That's why that drunk motherfucker got up there in front of them goddamn generals and said no beardos. Because who is that eliminating from the military? Black men. Because black men suffer from a condition because of the coarsity of their hair that white people fucking don't. So you automatically trying to get rid of fat people and black people, and you obviously trying to get rid of women because you want the military
the women too, because they trying to get rid of us too.
They want the women gone too. So you want it to be all white with a bunch of skinny motherfuckers. The police are out here afraid of shit. What the fuck you think the military gonna do being all white? What the fuck does hair on your face have to do with a fucking mission? Nothing. But you are trying to eliminate black people from the military. Okay, fine. Don't expect then do you eliminate them? Don't ask us to fight for shit. For what? Now, you want us fighting in the street, but you don't want us in the fucking military where it counts to fight for this fucking country. So you know what? As a black woman, fuck this country. Y'all wanted it to run into the ground? Let it run into the ground. Because when it turns into a fucking dystopian ass universe and not this fucking magatopia that you think it's gonna fucking be, white people are nothing without black people. You proved that shit with slavery. Because if y'all was so good, if y'all was so smart, if y'all had all the fucking makings of a perfect person, then why the fuck did you need to go get slaves to build a fucking country? Why you ain't build this motherfucker yourself so it could have been all white from the jump? It could have been all white from the jump if y'all would have built it. But you didn't have what it takes to build it.
Yep.
And that's real.
Right there.
Yep.
Fix it, Jesus.
Now I do want to say about the military thing. I just don't see how black people and women still joining the military any fucking way. Because shit that they've been doing and saying, I would not be trying to get enlisted to this. Let you immigrants fight for the country. Let Trump start a war and get all his white people killed. I am fine with it. I'm no objection. The only objection I have is that this same military that he is trying to build is the military that he's putting in the streets to try to police us, but he don't want to call it. Can I say the words? Can I say ML on here? Y'all know what I mean by that. Yes. He don't want to call it ML, but that's what he's doing. Now that I don't agree with. We do need some black people up in. I don't even know because they might be some Sambos.
As a 20-year vet, Army retiree, I would not go back under this current administration. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Especially as a black person, because I believe we've just started what he's going to do. So yeah, I wouldn't have, like it was great for me. It was providing me a great life. But now, yeah, I would be absolutely terrified to join the military now.
I think a lot of black people that do join the military now or have in these past few years, it's necessity. Because when you don't have anywhere to go, when you don't have money, sometimes the military is your only option for survival. So I think a lot of black people that have joined recently, it hasn't been about I'm ready to die for my country. It's like I gotta do something so I don't die. So that's I have a family or I gotta get this money somehow. And I can't do it on the street. I don't have anywhere else to go. So the military and they take advantage of that because they know that sometimes the military is your only option. And so they take advantage of the black people that are joining that. But I don't think a lot of black people that join it.
The military.
And everybody, but I think most people that do join, it is out of this is my last hope. This is my last.
But see, the question I have for those people is right now with the shutdown, because a lot of those people they're not getting paid. So you joined because you needed the money, but now you working to not get paid. So when do you say no? because you're working with no check. When do you say
I think it's slightly different for the military. I think
Yeah,
they're
they still
actually
getting paid.
they're under something different than
so the
the
National
other
Guard is the
government.
only one not getting paid?
Yeah, that's state level. That's something else.
Yeah.
But the military, because they threatened us. They threatened us with the old government shutdown. Yeah, you military gonna always get their check, because if you're not, I mean, those are the folks who you want to get their check, because you stop paying them, and
Yeah.
what? Don't
You
play with
stop
us.
paying them.
Yeah, and I also agree with Nikki, where you're saying how most Black folks join the military out of necessity. It definitely was because, oh, I love the USA. It was because I had an idea, a goal in mind, which was retirement and not have to work past. I had a goal in mind, so I set that intention. That's why I did it. It was never because, oh, let me go fight for these folks. So yeah, nah.
Yeah, so that, as well as benefits,
Yeah.
they pay for a certain amount of schooling, as well as like your spouse, and even like some of your kids, schooling, housing, insurance, all of those things. So it's really, I know a lot of people, and particularly because I'm married to someone who's in the military, what they did it for. So a lot of them, come from families who were very Uncle Tommed, or families that were like, okay, you need to go do this because this is a very secure path for you to be safe. Not even for you to be successful, for you to be safe, to be, out of the shit if some shit were to ever go down. So like, I don't know one Black or brown person that has gone to the military and be like, oh, I want to fight for my country. Not a one. Not a one.
And what we're going to do, we are going to move on to the next topic. We are going to go into our Latin news. We love that I will vote for Donald Trump. So, that Bad Bunny is going to be performing at the Super Bowl.
Wait a minute, can we do that?
Yeah. And they were, somebody
that was real racist.
Occupied, they said, but why can't the Super Bowl have an American performer? Because, MAGA's been complaining about it. And so somebody put a list out there for all the non-U.S. people that have performed at the Super Bowl. So Rihanna is not a U.S. citizen. She's from Barbados. Shakira is from Colombia. Coldplay, just because they're white, they're from UK. The Who, just because they're white, they're from the UK. And the Rolling Stones, believe it or not, from the UK. Paul McCartney, which you should know the Beatles are from there, from the UK. And U2 is from Ireland. Bad Bunny is a U.S. citizen because guess what, dumbasses? Puerto Rico is a part of the United States. And so we just want to take a look at this idiot real quick, because somebody had to put her in check. And white folks have to put other white folks in check so they can get it.
The last thing I want to talk to you about is, because I'm about ready to do my commentary on it, but do you think Bad Bunny is a good choice for the Super Bowl?
I'm not that knowledgeable about him, but it seems fine, and I don't know why it's a big deal. Seems like a great American artist, so sure.
He's not an American artist, but
he's Puerto Rican. That's part of America, dear.
Yeah, you don't think you have any problem with him saying like the ICE is? Well, I'm sure you don't. Mother effers and sons of, and that he's not going to perform here due to immigration.
America agrees with him on that. The majority of Americans think ICE has gone too far. They've watched videos of like 79-year-old business owners be slammed to the ground and their ribs broken by ICE. So I think the American people are probably on board with that message at this point, Tommy.
Okay. Well, whoever you're talking to, I'm sure is. I'm not so sure the rest of the country is, but
I'm just looking at the polls. That's all.
Yeah, the polls didn't matter. Crystal, sometimes
not just the vibes.
Matter. Remember that when you told me that earlier?
Principles don't matter. Principles matter. Principles matter. And when you're talking about where the American people are, that's when I consult the data. But in terms of what I believe,
is helpful to you,
those are principles. No, in terms of what I believe, those are my principles, and I stand by them even when they're unpopular.
Well, I love that you do that. So that's the one thing that we can agree on, is that you should stand by your principles and the polls when they're advantageous to your side. Crystal, I enjoy the conversation.
And then we just got to look at, ICE 101 that's happening currently. Let's take a look.
No, you need to leave. Turn around here. Turn around and get. He's under. Turn around. You were going to be placed under arrest.
Can somebody go in the hallway and get Lisa for me, please? Can somebody go in the hallway and get Lisa for me? This is an older person who's being under arrest. I need my other staffer who's in the hallway by registration to come here, please.
He's not even real fucking officers.
Somebody get my staffer, please.
This is a hospital. Do you have a sign that there's no warrant? I am asking.
I'm asking you. I did not touch you. I told you to. I did not touch you. I did not touch you. I asked you if you had. Is Insta still out there? It is very simple. It is very simple. That man has constitutional rights. I did not touch you. It is a public space. I am not trespassing. I am asking you. Do you have a signed judicial warrant? I am asking you.
And somebody wrote, these aren't police. Look at the shoes. They don't even know how to apply handcuffs. Who are they recruiting for these programs? So, everybody, I've been seeing a lot of these videos pop up, and people are like, oh my God, I'm so shocked. All this stuff is happening. I'm just like, y'all just finally getting the Black experience. It's finally everybody, even the Asians. I'm going to show a video of that, what's going on with that in a few minutes. Actually, this is at a restaurant in, I think, Beverly Hills or Melrose. And Melrose is hella racist. So what do y'all think of this videos? And the one before that was Tommy Lauren. She was a nobody, and of course, without racism, white folks don't have anything. And so she goes just like with Charlie Kirk. She goes to racism because it's an easy.
Yeah, she rebranded because she was
Yeah.
popular for I think the first Trump term,
Yeah.
and then she kind of died out. So I guess this is her
rebranding.
But it's like y'all are stupid that you don't know Puerto Rico. This motherfucker got up here and said, "I met with the president of the Virgin Islands." Bitch, that's you. You met with your fucking self. Like this is the type of shit we gotta think about in the history book. Like it's other countries watching us. Like this gotta be the Truman Show. Like this can't be no real shit. This has to be some office level documentary, and the world just not and we the public are not in on this shit because this can't be fucking for real. Now, me personally, I know who Bad Bunny is. Can't name a fucking song to save my life, but I know who he is in the terms of the pop culture zeitgeist. I don't give a fuck who be on that stage. If I'm keeping it honest with you, like it doesn't really matter to me, but I love for 2 Super Bowls in a row, white people are up fucking set. You was upset that Kendrick because that was for us.
Oh yeah.
And now the Latinos gonna have something for them. Y'all want country or again, you want it to be white. You don't care if it's not American. You just want it to be white people, as based on the list that Chris just read off about all the white people that have been on the Super Bowl but aren't American.
Boom.
The greatest performance, and it's not necessarily like the Super Bowl has had so many amazing performances, but when it's ever black centered, with the exception of Michael Jackson, when Beyonce got up there and she was very intentional with them black power messages and stuff, they was in their fucking feelings about that.
Mm-hmm.
It was the worst halftime ever because it doesn't center around them. If it was a white person up there performing the most boring shit, it would center around them and they would be okay with it. It's the whole point is to draw in viewership, ads. They gonna pick the most popular person regardless. They don't give a fuck what a toothless bitch in Timbuktu got to fucking say. They trying to make their money. They trying to get these advertising dollars. And if Bad Bunny is a bad bitch that's gonna bring in the money, then let's bring in the fucking money. That's what this shit is about. It's not about white people feelings. They want everything to be white. Everything has to be white so that they can understand it. It has to be bland. It has to be unseasoned because they are bland and they unseasoned. And anything they don't understand or they can't take direct ownership of, they don't want it. I put up enough with NFL with that BLM, which wasn't a part of NFL. I put up with that Kaepernick kneeling on the ground, but to have Bad Bunny, I even put up with that nigger Kendrick. But to have Bad Bunny, who I don't even fucking know, do a halftime show, this is just fucking unacceptable. When are we gonna have country fucking music?
Is this a quote?
Not yes. That's all the white people. That's how they fucking sound. That's how they get up here that's how they get up here and act. Like it's a Super Bowl.
It's a setup though. Honestly, I think it's a setup. I think they're purposely wanting Bad Bunny to do it so they can have all the Hispanic people come out and they can round their ass up
Right. They're gonna have ice.
Of course.
Ice at the gates, baby. They're gonna have ice.
ICE
at
already
the
said
gates.
they was gonna be in the play, but back to ICE with they raggedy, funky, crusty lip ass. Let me tell you something, you stupid bitch. I'm black, and we all know right now y'all rounding up black people, and I'm gonna tell y'all now, I would not allow y'all to kidnap me. And I done said it on multiple episodes that fire ain't never too far from my reach. Cause I promise you, I will not allow you to. They kidnap people. These are not officers.
Yeah,
These are
yeah.
Proud Boys. These them people down in
That's
Tennessee that
wild.
been fucking training
Mm-hmm.
at that fucking camp that they created, training to that is who these people, that is who ICE is. These are not officers at all. You can tell by the way they doing shit. They're not officers. I seen a video where they had Hispanic people kicking in Hispanic people door. You're not an officers.
Yeah.
You're just racist. So now you helping these people, not realizing that once they have your dumb ass round up all the people, then they gonna round your dumb ass up too.
And speaking of that,
You're not special.
and speaking of what you just said, Maya, you were talking about ICE. Well, we just showed you ICE, but also, we're gonna move into that black, news that we're going to start showing right now, because also I know that you heard what's happening in Chicago. So we're going to take a look at that and bounce off what Maya just said. So let's go ahead and take a look.
Chicago shit is wild.
Do you think that hundreds of agents raided an apartment complex in Chicago in the middle of the night, taking children out naked and detaining Black U.S. citizens? This happened around 1 a.m. at a large apartment complex in the South Shore neighborhood of Chicago. Over 300 agents from ICE, FBI, ATF, and other agents showed up to the apartment complex. They came with helicopters, some people saying they saw Black Hawk helicopters, and it seems like they also came hidden in budget and U-Haul trucks. Officials from the government said that they did this because they were looking for 6 high-priority targets, including suspected members of Tren de Aragua, even though they never showed a warrant while they were there, and they have not confirmed if they actually detained anyone that is a member of Tren de Aragua. Agents went into nearly all of the 100 apartments that were in the complex. They were busting down doors and dragging people out of their beds. There are reports of kids being zip-tied and being taken out buck naked. Black residents who are U.S. citizens also said that they were dragged out of their apartments. They were held at gunpoint, asked to give their name, date of birth, and asked if they had any warrant. They also separated people, Black people in one van and immigrants in the other van. Reports say that between 30 to 40 people were disappeared that night. Activists are trying to figure out who were the people that were disappeared, since the government is not giving any information on the individuals. This raid should be a...
So this is just bouncing off what, Maya just said. It's like, also, there was a report that they put out. So what they did is they start putting out a photo of one of the little Black kids being zip tied with handcuffs. I think the baby had to be around like probably 3 years old. I mean, 3 to 4 years old. I mean,
that's great.
Barely walking. And so I guess it's to incite something, but people, so you hear a lot of Latin people, y'all saying you're not going to march with us. Y'all say you're not, baby, they came to take the immigrants. The Black people, we didn't leave. That was a show. It was a show to see if we can get out there and start protesting, so we can start, being shot up and killed and everything. So people are saying, don't take the bait. What do you guys think?
Actually, Maya did a post about this just maybe a couple days before this happened, like saying, like, yo, Chicago, they about to come at you next. I want to hear what Maya has to say about this.
I think that all this we don't take the bait. It's time to take the fucking bait. They rounded us too. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling y'all. Look me in my face when I tell y'all will not fucking kidnap me. I'm taking you crackers with me. I don't give a fuck. You will not kidnap me, and my kids will never see me again. If it's any situation where my kids won't see me again, it's because I'm dead, not because I done been kidnapped and experimented on. Because that's exactly what they doing to these people. Think about it. The people in Alligator, Alcatraz, over 2,000 inmates missing. They're not in the system. They never made it home. Them alligators didn't fucking eat them people. They are fucking experimenting like they've been doing forever. It's the same playbook over and over and over and over again. They don't have an original fucking thought. They're just doing the same thing that their ancestors did back in the day. They're experimenting on people, and they're creating these concentration camps where they're pretty much getting free labor and pretty much slaving these people out. I will not be a victim of that. I don't give a fuck. So I feel like it is time for us to turn the fuck up. Everybody go get you a firearm. Everybody protect yourself, get everything that you need to protect you and yours. And if you got some black neighbors, it's time for y'all to stick together, find some type of language where y'all can warn each other, like, hoo, some shit going on, come over here. It's time to ride. Because ain't no way Chicago is one of the most toughest places, and y'all letting them round y'all to fuck up. It's time, all the YNs, y'all out there chasing the police, chase ICE ass. It's time to fuck them up because they trying to fuck us up. And if we don't do something soon, it's not going to be enough of us to fight back. It's time for us to fight back now while we're still here. Okay, I'm done because I'm about to incite some shit. And they going all right, go ahead.
No, it's time. We need to do that. It feels like the ultimate catch-22 because it's like we got to protect ourselves, but we can't go out there in that street because we know what they got waiting. It's like it's the never-ending.
Go in the street blazing. If you going out there and you see a group of motherfuckers masked up, I'm popping your ass because I feel threatened. I'm not
exactly. I think when you're in that situation, and I think like again, the YNs put yourself to good use. Like when it's time, and then again, I think a lot of these places they know where to go when they're targeting black people because I don't know what that side of Chicago, but I fear you didn't pick the toughest side. They know which places to go to and what places not to go to. Because I felt like if they was really about that shit, you go turn up in the neighborhoods. Like if you in LA, take that shit to Compton. Take that shit to Oakland. Please. Don't take that shit to Calabasas. Don't take that shit to some place, Melrose, whatever the fuck. No, take that shit to the people because you know that they waiting with the same type of artillery you got. And that's why they not going to certain neighborhoods. I think they're going to Chicago, but they not going where the YNs at. Because they know what the fuck is waiting for them if they do. They're trying to go.
It's time for the YNs to go to where they at.
Yeah. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's like it's the catch because I feel like once y'all come on our turf, now we can do some shit. But I still feel skeptical about black people going to them.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what I feel like that is what the ultimate target is to get this martial law. We are the missing piece to the martial law. That is it. That we're the key to that shit happening. Because
if we ain't gonna do it, the white people that's trying to prove that they down so bad, y'all need to gear up and do that shit.
This is what I'm saying. White people. I said this in the last.
Early.
This is what I said in the last episode. White people are not angry enough. White women will be in a cop face. My tax dollars pay your salary. You do what I tell you to do. Y'all will be like that if you get a fucking ticket. But this motherfucker is taking over the country, and you bitches, oh my God, what are we gonna do? We're not gonna make 3 years of this yet, because you white bitches ain't doing shit. Y'all up here talking about some, oh my God. Y'all still waiting on us. You as white people have white privilege, and therefore you have some white power. It ain't the racist white power, but it's white power none the fucking less. And you're not using your whiteness correctly. You're not using your whiteness to check these people. Take y'all asses up there. If we can do the Million Man March, you bitches can do the Million Non-Melanated March and take your ass up there to 1600 Pennsylvania fucking Avenue and let that orange motherfucker know what time it is. You white people not angry enough. You still waiting on black people to save your fucking soul, to save your fucking life. Fuck that. We not doing that. So if this country disappear, it is on you. White bitches, you voted for this shit. You white bitches gonna fix it. And all you white men out there, you liberals, oh, this is not right. Get your ass out there too. Y'all not angry enough. Shit ain't happening to y'all enough. You're starting to see it because you're starting to feel like, oh, I'm getting treated like a nigger, and I really don't. I don't like this. I don't know how to feel. I'm gonna tell you how to fuck the feel. Take your ass up there and go do something about it. You always yelling at somebody else's fucking face, then go yell in their face. What's the fucking difference between yelling at a cop and the fucking Secret Service? They ain't gonna kill you either way, but they would kill us. And y'all still proving that you don't have no problem with that. Even white liberals, you still saying you ain't got a problem with them shooting niggas. Because if you had a problem with it, when all these raids and shit started, y'all would have been out there. Y'all did the little Kings March, the little no kings, the little fucking problem, but it was boring because there wasn't no niggas out there getting shot the fuck up. Because now we need bounce houses. I need Billy to be entertained because this racism is that's not entertaining. You know, it's no niggers getting shot. So we need to have a bouncy house because I need Billy to be entertained one way or the fucking other. That's what y'all think about us. That's what y'all think this shit is. You think it's a fucking game. I need white people to start losing more shit. Liberal white people, the racist whites, they already losing their shit. And they gonna lose more. But I need you, so-called allies, I need y'all to lose more shit. I need y'all to start losing y'all fucking job. I need y'all to start losing your fucking benefits. Cause maybe then, when you really get treated like a nigger, not symptoms of being treated like, but when you are treated like a full-blown nigger with that hard ER, that's when y'all shit gonna get activated. So I need y'all to start losing more shit fucking quickly.
And see,
And
that's
this
what
government
I say test your white friends because they don't give a fuck. You know how many of them European immigrants at my job said, "Oh, the way you being treated is so wrong, so wrong." And I'm like, well, y'all need to speak up and say something. How many of the motherfuckers you think spoke up and said anything?
They didn't.
Anything.
They didn't say anything because it's not affecting them. It's not them. But when it starts being them, when I start pulling you off the street and sexually assaulting you, then you're gonna want to be fucking mad. All you fucking swifty ass, oh, I'm such a liberated white woman, but you ain't fucking out here doing liberated white woman shit. You ain't liberating nothing but your fucking whiteness. White people ain't lost enough for me. White people not mad enough for me. And until white people get angry enough, it ain't nothing black people could do. Because it's not going to change until white people change it. We done already tried to tell y'all. We tried to warn y'all. We have tried to warn y'all since the fucking civil rights movement. And you don't listen. So now, you got this shit. It ain't black people not going to fix it. We not going to fix it. So if we got to go down together, we going to go down together. But we told you motherfuckers what it was. White people not mad enough. I need white people to get angry enough, and I don't know what it's going to take for y'all to get angry enough. Maybe they got to start kicking down your door. Because I guarantee you, the first time a white person, a liberal white person, get their fucking door kicked down, oh, holy fucking hell, we're not going to do this. Then you're going to be fucking activated. So I need ICE. I need all y'all start going after white people. Y'all say y'all own liberal white people ass. Start getting on liberal white people ass because that is the only way they gonna get a fire under them to start doing some shit themselves.
And I want to show y'all something. But just to bounce off what you said. So farmers warn Trump they're close to rebelling against him. You know what's happening, and I'm gonna show a video after this as well of the reason why. Farmers have sent a stern warning to Donald Trump, letting him know that they are at the point of rebelling against him if he doesn't fix the mess that he's created. Trump's twin policies of mass deportation and tariffs have crippled American farms across the country, which is now threatening to shut down many small farms. Farmers say they either need a reversal of these policies or a government bailout, which is socialism. And they are likely to get neither of them. This is a group that voted overwhelmingly for Trump, in spite of the hardships that he inflicted on them during the first term when a record number of farmers had to declare bankruptcy. And I just want to show you guys a video where some of this money has went, which was almost $20 billion recently.
Now, the Trump administration is talking about using $20 billion to bail out Argentina. So why is Trump abandoning his America First stance to help a foreign leader? And who exactly is Argentina's president Javier Milei, whose nickname is the Madman, who calls himself an anarcho-capitalist, and who is the inspiration for Elon Musk's federal cuts and chainsaw stunts? This crisis actually goes back to 2018, when the first Trump administration pressured the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, to give the biggest loan in its history, $57 billion, to the conservative president of Argentina at that time, Mauricio Macri, who was a wealthy former business partner and personal friend of Donald Trump. The goal of this previous bailout was to stabilize Argentina's economy and reduce inflation in the lead up to the 2019 election, which Trump wanted Macri to win. Now, despite Trump's meddling, Macri was very unpopular and he lost the 2019 election. But the new administration that followed was left with an enormous unpayable debt owed to the IMF, and then the pandemic hit, causing an economic crisis. This is where Javier Milei came in. He exploited that economic crisis and won the next election on a false promise to solve all of Argentina's economic problems by simply gutting government spending. Milei abolished over half of the government's ministries. He laid off huge numbers of government workers, slashed public sector salaries and benefits, cut pensions, and privatized state-owned enterprises. When workers and elderly retirees protested in the street, the libertarian president dispatched the police to violently repress them. All of this resulted in rampant poverty and hunger. Official government statistics published in 2024 found that 53% of Argentina's population was living in poverty. Real wages plummeted immediately after Milei took power at the end of 2023 because he devalued the currency, causing inflation to rise much faster than wages. Under Milei, Argentina has become the single most expensive country in Latin America. 28% of people in the country are now suffering from food insecurity. Despite the growing hunger and poverty, Milei insisted the government should not intervene to provide food and social services because, according to his libertarian worldview, people will simply work harder so they don't die of hunger. Milei's victory in the 2023 election had also led to the inflation of a massive bubble in the Argentine stock market, and that has burst as well. So the Trump administration is stepping in not only to save Milei, but also to bail out rich American elites who invested in risky stocks and bonds in Argentina, all while the Trump administration cuts Medicaid and food stamps at home. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, a billionaire and former hedge fund manager, revealed that the U.S. plans to give $20 billion in a swap line to Argentina's central bank so it has the dollars it needs to pay the debt it owes to wealthy bondholders. Bessent even revealed that the Trump administration is pressuring U.S. companies to, quote, make substantial foreign direct investments in Argentina, quote, in the event of a positive election outcome. In other words, Bessent admitted that the U.S. government is meddling in Argentina's elections, which are coming up in late October. The Trump administration is afraid that Milei and his right-wing allies could lose the election. The Argentine capital, Buenos Aires, already held local elections in early September, and Milei's right-wing party, which is called Liberty Advances, was crushed. Voters overwhelmingly rejected his anti-worker, pro-billionaire agenda. A poll in September found that 61% of people in Argentina say the country is going in the wrong direction under Milei's leadership. Milei has also...
All right, so I want to show y'all that, and I'm going to tell you what. I don't feel sorry for Argentina, and I don't feel sorry for them damn farmers. They both voted for racism and doing evil things to people. And if you know anything about Argentina's history, allegedly, and this is from some of my friends that are from Brazil, they said allegedly what they've been taught was that Hitler was never caught in World War II. He actually went to Argentina. If you know anything about Argentina, Argentina used to be very dark-skinned. A lot, it was probably almost 85% dark-skinned. They have less than 3% dark-skinned people in Argentina. They were either wiped out or breeded out. And Argentina is extremely, they are the epitome of the white Latino country. And I tell people, I said, everybody keep talking about this whole nation with America. Oh, white this, we want white that, and anti-immigration, and we want a white country. Well, we already know what happened in the Dark Ages. We already know what happened during Europe and why the American Revolution happened. But I want you to show you guys just another step of what this will entail if you want another white nation like Argentina. They are in severe economic instability, as we just seen, including inflation and volatile currency, alongside with corruption, drug-related violences, and institutional weakness. That's what the United States is up for. So what do you guys think?
I think that the United States and all the European people is dumb. And I'm going to keep saying this because how is it that they got $20 billion to bail Argentina out? Yeah, we are in debt. You got $20 million to get to somebody else, but we in debt. Y'all was complaining about Biden and them sending help to wherever he was sending help to. but we in debt. But y'all doing the same thing about the bail Argentina out, who caused this themselves. Who they did it to you. We just heard this man purposely did this to his people, and he's still not offering aid to his people. But you want to give them money that America so-called don't fucking have to bail them out. We got homeless people here. We got the food is killing us. We have all these issues going on in America where that $20 billion can fucking go, but you're gonna give it to somebody else to help with the investments that ain't got shit to do with America, and stop spending our tax dollars on these motherfuckers.
Ain't got nothing
That
to
don't
do
have
with us.
shit to do with us.
Ain't got nothing to do with us.
It don't have nothing to do with us, but that's a part of their plan. They could have fixed this homelessness. They could do that. But again, the end goal of this administration is slavery, whether it be in a field or in a prison. The ultimate goal is slavery. That is why they're trying to make it illegal to be homeless, so they can then put them in jail. Then they can put them into slave labor via the 13th Amendment, because they're in there for a crime and they can use them for slavery. That's why they have all these for-profit prisons. There's a reason why they building all these, because they want their ultimately the goal is to make us poor, so poor that we have to result to death. It's either going to be death or slavery. We're going to either die of hunger and starvation and poverty, or we're going to go to jail and do slave labor. One way or another, that is their goal, to get us back in a field or to get us in a prison. That is the end game for them. It's always been the end game. That's what it is. So yeah, they could be helping, but they're not going to help, because the whole point is they want us to be Argentina. They're bailing out the rich people in Argentina. They ain't giving the 20 billion to the people of Argentina. They giving it to the people that invested in Argentina and lost their fucking money. Yeah, they bailing rich people out. They ain't bailing the poor people out. They still ain't gonna have nothing, a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. They ain't gonna have that. And ultimately, the goal is to do that here in America. So where your option is death, jail, field slavery, or the fucking military. And the military ain't gonna be no fucking option, because they already trying to get niggas up out of there. That's why they sent the immigrants back, because they thought niggas was gonna be in the field. We're not going back to a field. We will die before that shit happens. We're not going back in there. We're not doing that. And I'm a spiritual person, and I really believe like the ancestors are coming the fuck out. They rested for a long time, and they like, nah, we ain't doing this. I went through this so that my people don't have to. And certain things are happening. And you're gonna start to see more and more things happening. Them plantations catching on fire, all that type of shit. Because I saw a video from, I can't think of it, if it was a black woman, and I want to say she used to be on Top Model, and she explained it perfectly, how white people sold their soul for the world. They got all the riches, they got the world, but they sold a soul. And that's why they can't understand and fathom why black people are not panicking, why black people still have joy, because we have soul. White people don't have soul. That's why that goes back to sinners. They don't have soul, which is why they always trying to take ours. Because they don't have any soul themselves. They sold it for this world. And they're starting to lose the world. Whatever they gave they soul for, that contract has come to an end. And they doing everything they can to renew that motherfucker. That contract that they had with slavery, and you give me the world, I will give you your soul. That contract coming to an end. And that's why they moving fast and fucking furious to renew that bitch. They always trying to steal our joy. They always trying to steal our stuff, because everything we do comes from our soul. They don't have it. That's why they can't create shit. They don't have soul to create it from. That's why they want to commandeer our shit. They want to colonize our shit, because they don't have it themselves. So all this shit gonna come to a head one way or fucking another. One way or another, it's gonna come to a head. And it's either gonna be white people fighting the good fight, or it's gonna be Rosewood 2.0 in this motherfucker. But either way, whoever need to get got is gonna get fucking got.
Absolutely.
And y'all need to make sure you are armed up so you ain't the one getting got, okay?
Yeah.
And I wanted to Also, we're going to dive into our Asian news. And then after that, we are going to go into our history lesson and our judgments. Asians, as you know, ever since the Hyundai plant, I don't even know how to say his name, ETC Chase J or something. He's been talking about Asian problems, etc. I'm like, oh, now Asians are starting to see what's going on with them and everything. So I guess this incident happened at one of the local restaurants. I think it's on Melrose. He's going to explain it to you, but Asians are starting to feel the heat. So I want y'all to take a look at this.
Remember this video from yesterday about the restaurant chain in Los Angeles called Great White that loves to segregate Asian people in the restaurant? So yeah, unsurprising to everyone, it's seeming like it's coming from the top down. So last night when I posted the video, I jokingly commented, haha, should I go tomorrow to test to see if they're gonna put me in the corner? Side note, if I did go, I wasn't gonna pay, I was gonna leave immediately after they sat me. But two things, number one, by the time I woke up this morning, the video had already gone viral and they had already turned off the comment section on their IG. But mainly the reason number two, I don't need to bait them, because if you know anything about patterns of behavior, there are signs everywhere. And not only did I get confirmation from other people that it doesn't happen just at their Melrose location, but at other locations as well. And also, unsurprisingly, it's not towards just Asian people. But I will say a lot of Asian people were like, wait a second, that happened to me too. But you know what? Instead of doing that, let's listen to what the co-founders Sam Trude and Sam Cooper have to say. You see, the Sams love the name Great Whites because they love sharks. Specifically, they love that everyone has a relationship with sharks because they either are interested or they're afraid of them? That's a weird thing to say. And apparently, great whites, just like colonizers, never like to stay in the same place and can be found all over the world. And if you think that's a bit of a stretch, then let's look at their food philosophy. You see, they call their menu Coastal California because it's a blend of cultures and backgrounds like California. Specifically, they like to draw their inspiration from the coastal areas of Europe, Australia, and the Americas. They literally listed every single inhabited continent except for two. And that claim is really weird because if you look at their menu, not a single one of these are inspired from Europe or Australia. We're going to skip over the red flag of any restaurant that likes to adding tacos with their sandwiches. Huh. What's this? Because it seems like everything inside of bowls is AAPI inspired. More Asian inspired things in red, and other cultures that are not American or Australian are highlighted in green. Finally, we have some foods from actual Europe. Steak frites and pasta. This black cod, those are Asian flavors. That's an Asian dish. Kebabs and falafels are not Mediterranean. Those are from the Middle East, which is where? Oh, right, in Asia. Oh, okay. One section is European. Oh, still not convinced? What about this one? They like to attribute all of their aesthetics to much of Europe, especially Greece, Spain, and Italy, and then immediately go to credit something that they took from Bali, China, and more China, but not a single mention of Asia whatsoever. So again, unironically, Great White is essentially a restaurant embodiment of colonization, founded by two white dudes from Australia who will, without even a second thought, take things from other cultures without bothering to give credit. I believe that's called stealing or appropriation at best, while segregating the Asian and apparently other people of color away from the Europeans that they love so much. So yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm okay with this great white going extinct.
And I also want to show you that I think it's the president of China. He ain't playing no games with the United States. All that talking shit, like, oh, we gonna Israel this and all that. He not playing no games. So I want you to take a look.
China's policy is very clear. China will not fire the first shot, but China will not allow you to fire the second shot. China will never allow the United States to launch a war against China, conventional or nuclear, without suffering devastating consequences. If you have not watched the Victory Day parade in Beijing on September the 3rd, one of the weapons China demonstrated, we call it 61, because it can contain 60 nuclear warheads plus one hydrogen bomb. Now, in the world of today, let me tell you, which country has hydrogen bomb? China is the only country with hydrogen bomb. And that ICBM can cover every corner of the world in less than 20 minutes.
Ooh.
And destroy any target in any corner of the world without any possibility of being intercepted. I hope Washington has learned the lesson. If you want to have war, you will get war. If you want to destroy China, you will be destroyed. If you want to impose nuclear war on China, you will be wiped out by nuclear war. This is very serious. China's policy is very clear.
And so I just want to say something about this. I was listening to what Maya said about, fight back and everything. And I'm looking at everybody keeps talking about the New World Order. This is how I kind of see it. Well, Mexico's kind of fucked right now, because in terms of they're part of the EU, actually the North America agreement, and they're supposed to be partnered with the United States. Well, you got Trump's fat racist ass and his entire administration of racists, deporting your people to El Salvador and etc. Mexico's only option is that they're gonna have to partner with China. I'm telling you this right now, because they already want to take over the land. They already called the Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf of America. I don't think people were really paying attention to what they're trying to do. So Mexico's going to have to, they're going to have to partner with them. In addition to the African nations, especially goofy ass Nigeria that signed this agreement with Netanyahu, they're not going to do the same shit to your goofy asses that they did over in Gaza, you fucking idiots. America, the African continent, all those countries there, the best option for them is to partner with China. And I'm going to tell you why. If you look at everything, y'all been partnering with, well, not even partnering, Europe just went over here and just pillaged your asses since the fucking 1400s. You got France that's stealing resources from you. You got all these major corporations like Apple, what's going on in the Congo and Uganda. I said, y'all have no other choice. I said, and to see Nigeria sign that agreement with Netanyahu, and I'm like, why would you go ahead and sign your agreement with Netanyahu and go back to your oppressor? That's like going back to an abusive relationship. That's fucking stupid. So I'm all with Maya in terms of that. We're gonna have to wake up. I'm telling people right now, China ain't playing no games. And I like how he said it. He was like, you fired the first shot, we fucking y'all up. Period. And China, just make sure, hey, the black people, please don't harm us. Harm the fucking whites and all the white Latinos and all them that want to vote for this shit. What do y'all think of all this? Oh, you're on mute, Maya.
My bad. I just really truly feel like I don't really have words, because we knew this was going to happen. We knew they was going to target everybody that way. We knew this was going to happen. We seen it coming, and we tried to tell everybody. Now, what I can say is, China or Asia in general, the entire continent is looking real homish to me.
Yes.
Okay, because we done all got our passports, and I'm trying to get my dollars together, because if shit gets too crazy, I'm out this bitch. I'm not staying. I'm not
gone out by
me gone.
And I also want the records to show for the ICE agents. Here's my target practice situation. I have been let me turn off my background, because I want y'all to see that I have been practicing. I'm ready. And I encourage all my black and brown folk to just my black folk, because apparently the brown folk
say the brown folk
us.
too, because I just learned something that I don't know how. Listen, I'm not gonna say I don't know how true it is, because this is their belief, so I'm not gonna question their belief. But I had the pleasure of interviewing a black Israelite, right? And okay, target practice.
Come on now.
What? Heart gone. Gonna stop him fucking with Trey. Don't play with him. Don't play with me either, because we ready. At all. Okay? He just got to give the look. I'm just gonna animate the looks he giving, because fuck around and find out.
Quickly.
Pull up on him if you want to.
Quickly.
And what was this black Israelite saying?
And then you said your spouse was a vet, ain't it? Or in the military?
He's in the Air Force.
Oh, okay. Here, really fuck around and find out. They both ready to ta your ass. Now play with it.
Mm-hmm. And I got a machete.
You know what? I got to order. I got to get me one of those. That's what I really want, because I'm ready to Michonne this thing. Y'all ever watch what is it called? Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to get me a sword and a machete. I want.
I'm gonna give you a little secret. Go on over to Ross.
Okay, going in tomorrow. We'll be in the building tomorrow.
I mean, every Ross might not have them, but in select Rosses, you will find you a good machete.
Okay.
And we're about to. What we want to do is we're going to go into our next segment, and Maya, we are going to go into our history lesson.
Hi guys, ready for a little history? Okay, so
Black History Wednesday on a Sunday.
Oh, you better sing it.
I'm gonna do a jingle for you. I'm gonna do a jingle for your White History Wednesday. I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna send it to you. You're gonna have it, okay?
Oh, see, I got a jingle for White History Wednesday, but I need a jingle for something else.
I got you.
Because Nick made me a jingle for White History Wednesday. It's the one at the end. But nope, you can give me one for the beginning. We'll work it out. So in 2025, Republicans control the Senate, the House, the majority of governors, the Supreme Court, and the presidency. And I know y'all like Maya, it's not history. It is, because this has not happened since 1928. I actually reported this in White History Wednesday because it has not happened since 1928. And I know y'all like Maya. That goes so far back. Yeah, it does, because the last time these idiots ran everything a year later was the Great Depression. They ran the country into the fucking ground. The Great Depression was in 1929. 1928 is when they controlled everything, like now in 2025. And if y'all can't see what's going on, by 2026, 2027, we're going to be in, I don't even know if it's not going to be called the Great Depression, because we had one of them. We just going to be depressed in the bitch, because during the Great Depression, they controlled everything. The year before, they pushed the corporate greed like they're doing now. They pushed deregulation like they're doing now. They pushed short-term profits like they're doing now, bailing out their rich counterparts and stuff like that, making people losing their jobs. Everything that is going on now, it happened in 1928, which caused the Great Depression in 1929, which banks failed, stock market crashed, unemployment went up. We already see that happening now. People lost their farms. We've been talking about that. They lost their homes, their savings, and so much more. So we are on the path to another Great Depression, guys. How do y'all feel about that?
You know what? I was reading about something like this similar, and they said every 100 years, the United States have a Great Depression, and we are in the 100-year mark right now. We actually had 3 of them since the foundation of the country. So I think that this is probably going to happen.
And I believe it's happening already, because when you think about it, over 30,000 Black women have lost their jobs. More people are losing their jobs, not just Black women, but more people losing their jobs as well, with people not working and not having income, but everything else being so high. What do you think is about to happen? We already know that what is it, NATO and them, they trying to get rid of the US dollar because they coming up with their own type of currency.
Crypto,
which means our stock
Trump
market
crypto shit.
Everything gonna crash.
And so it's just going to be the United States technically by itself in a certain way, because when you have a Great Depression, it does, affect a lot of countries across the world based off what happened last time. The thing that I think is happening, which is smart on Canada and Mexico's part, is that they're trying to make an agreement, and they're going around the United States to work with the other countries, which they are going to avoid them being affected by it. So I said, if you got any Mexican friends, or I got Mexican Western and everything, hey, we will move our ass to Mexico and be good. Because I mean, it's about to get real bad. And when white folks, and this was just something that my grandma used to tell me, when white folks get scared or when they start panicking and stuff, they get extremely violent, more violent than what they are now. And you're about to start seeing some things happen that is going to really, trip your mind out. So, Maya, you're definitely spot on with this. You're very spot on.
Yes, and I wanna speak to directly my Black people. Look into getting a decentralized wallet. And what that means is get your money out of these American banks, because when shit goes down, they will be able to control all of you, particularly your checking, your savings, all of your accounts that are in American banks. You need right now, take a moment right now. Even if you don't understand what that means, Google decentralized wallet, and that's for everybody. Make sure you are knowledge, getting your knowledge in about where your money is, what could happen to it, and where it can go. So
you got me researching.
Every black people, every black person that you know,
Over here
talk
looking
about
too.
getting a decentralized wallet.
Thank you. We appreciate that. And we are going to go into our judgment. And I know Nikki might got something good for us today.
I felt like I read everybody today at the same time. I didn't have one. If y'all got a person, but just to reiterate, I'm always keeping my foot on white people's neck, and that's where the fuck it's gonna stay. My fat ass foot is gonna stay on your fucking scrawny ass neck because I am tired of white people. That's not saying I hate all white people, because I don't. Because it's some of y'all that actually fucking get it. And to those of you that get it, great. I commend your efforts, but it ain't going no further than that. I'm not giving you a cookie for doing the right fucking thing. We're not doing that. I ain't going that fucking far. But to white people in general, I'm tired of you motherfuckers. I'm tired of your incompetence. I'm tired of your laziness. I'm tired of you not washing your ass on a regular fucking basis, and then we have to be susceptible to that shit. I'm tired of you having babies on fucking leashes. I'm tired of seeing babies that's 13 years old in a fucking stroller because you just want to give them the fucking world. Or, oh, Billy doesn't want to walk, so we just gonna like have his feet dragging on the fucking ground.
These
I'm
big
tired
ass
of
babies.
big ass babies.
Breastfeeding
I'm
a baby
tired.
that can chew steak.
Exactly. I'm tired of y'all raising and birthing and raising serial killers, pedophiles, mass shooters, and all this. And then you tell black people that we're violent. Everything about violence, we learned it from you. So you're the root cause of it. How can y'all be the root cause of violence, and then when it's time for y'all to stand up and do shit, you act like you're not prepared, like you don't know what the fuck to do? All of you white allies, or all of you that are over here acting like, oh my God, this is so wrong. Yeah, you can get in your fucking camera and give your little history lessons, or how you started to, the dots are fucking finally connecting to you to reach your fellow whites, but that ain't doing shit. Y'all need to be up. Y'all need to wake the fuck up. You want to wait until shit get taken from you? Fine. If that's what it's going to take, that's what it's going to take. But there will be no magical Negro. Because the fucking coons, they're not doing shit. They're dying first. Let's be clear about that. All of these fucking step and fetch motherfuckers, they will be the first to go. Because they are the most expendable. There is not going to be a magical Negro to come and save the white people this time. Since y'all want to be the white fucking savior, it's time to be the white fucking savior. If you don't want to save us, save your fucking selves. But do not look for black people to do it, because we're not doing it. We're saving ourselves this time around, whether that be mentally, physically, emotionally, or everything combined to fuck together. I need you white people to start white peopling. You can get white on anybody else but fucking other white people. The same shit you apply to black people in corporate America, go apply that to other white people. Y'all not mad enough. And until y'all get mad enough, this shit gonna keep going the way it's going. And if that's how it's gotta be, then that's how the fuck it's gotta be. Because black people, this ain't new to us. We're used to fucking struggling. Should we be? No, but we are. And that's why we not out here panicking. Because y'all not doing shit that y'all ain't already done. But this is new to y'all. And for the first time, you have not had black people on your side the way you wanted it. This time around, you don't have black people fighting for you. You don't even have black people fighting with you. And that's what's fucking y'all head up. Ain't no niggas out here this time. And now you don't know what to do. Go white people to them other white people. That's what the fuck y'all need to do. Y'all need to get in Karen mode with the motherfucking government. Because getting on these apps and running your mouth on these fucking videos for clicks and views and shit, that ain't doing nothing. That ain't helping the cause. You reinterpreting the black plight ain't getting shit moving. We know the black plight because we fucking black and we live it every day. You going out and just discovering this shit and sharing it with your fellow fucking whites, yeah, that's cute. But that ain't getting the job done. So I need y'all to either put up or shut the fuck up. Because hearing y'all reiterate what the fuck we got going on, that's not doing nothing. They don't give a fuck about what's going on with us. So use your white privilege to your fucking advantage. Go be white with the fucking whites. We don't need you to do it with us. Because y'all already proved that your whiteness comes before everything because y'all went in that fucking voting booth. You same white bitches, oh, I'm going to vote for Kamala. I'm going to do. You went in that fucking booth and you voted for your whiteness. You played in black women's faces. And now you upset that we're not giving you that fucking approval. We're not giving you kudos for like, oh my God, this is in my backyard now. Where the fuck did you think it was gonna go eventually? Y'all talk, oh, black people next. We've been first, and we always been first when it comes to the bullshit. Y'all just catching the fuck up. Latinos, y'all catching the fuck up. Asians, y'all catching the fuck up. White people that's non-MAGA, y'all catching the fuck up. Even MAGA is starting to see it. We've been first. We're gonna always be fucking first. So we're not afraid of it. But we're not doing shit. It's no magical Negroes this time. Y'all want to be the white savior? Be the fucking white savior. Because this is what the fuck y'all voted for. You voted for your whiteness. And you see where the fuck your whiteness is getting you? It ain't getting you where you thought it was gonna get you. Unless you're MAGA. And even then, y'all will lose everything to keep that fucking white privilege intact. At what fucking cost? Because if you can't buy shit, if you can't live a life, then what the good is your fucking privilege when you get started getting treated like a nigga? Y'all got a 4 to 500 year head start, and you've been pissing it the fuck away, and now you want to get angry. You're not angry enough. When I start seeing y'all doing some shit, like doing some actual real shit, that Second Amendment shit that y'all be talking about, until y'all start getting real about it, I don't give a fuck. I don't hate all white people. But this is how, it ain't all white people, but it's always white people. You could take that how the fuck you like. It's not that I hate all of y'all, but I don't like you motherfuckers. And I got every reason to not like you. I got every reason to not fucking trust you. Black people got every reason not to fucking trust you. Look what the fuck you did. You told us you was gonna vote one way and you went and voted another way. And now your shit is fucked up. And now you want empathy and sympathy from the people that told you it was gonna fuck you up. Nah. To all the black people out there that want to give sympathy and empathy, you go right the fuck ahead. You must have enough for the both of us because I don't have none. Fuck white people. It's gonna be fuck y'all until you do some shit. And even after that, it's still gonna be fuck y'all because why it took you so long. And if you white and you feel some type of way about how I feel about white people, you must be tardy for the party because I don't give a fuck. I really don't. It's too little, and it's too fucking late. Y'all bitches always a day late and a fucking dollar short. And you always want kudos for doing some shit you should have did in the first fucking place. And to all you white people that get pissed off, well, not all white people, and I voted for Kamala. I'll say it again. I ain't baked no Kamala cookies, bitch, so save your fucking almond milk. Ain't nobody bake no cookies around here. Oh, you voted for her? Congratulations. You had a working brain and you used that motherfucker. What you want from me? That's what you were supposed to fucking do. White people always want credit for doing some shit they should have already been doing. Fuck that. I ain't giving y'all no credit. I ain't giving you shit. You did it. Congratulations. That you lucky if you get that. That's what the fuck you were supposed to do. So when it start affecting you, when I start kicking in your fucking door, when they start killing your golden fucking retrievers, because that's what it's going to take. Maybe ICE needs to just go on a killing spree of animals to get you motherfuckers in the street. Because apparently animals is what does it for you. Fuck a black life. But if you take a dog life, oh my God, we got to do some shit. So maybe, hey, maybe at the sake of animals, we might have to do some shit. Maybe that's what it's going to take to get y'all up and running.
It's the golden retriever for me.
Yeah. That's what it's gonna have to fucking. It's gonna take you waking up with the fucking dog. We gotta do this shit Godfather style. Wake up with the dog head in the bed with you. Maybe that's what it's gonna fucking take for y'all to get angry enough. Because you don't give a fuck when it's black people. But maybe if it's a black dog, maybe then. All right, you've crossed the line now. You're killing animals. We got to do something now. This is a bridge too far. We can put up with you taking the Latinos and shooting the niggers and even taking the Asians, but god damn it, the fucking dogs we have to stop. If that's what it's gonna take, start chopping these motherfuckers off. And this is coming from me, a cat owner, and I love Jean Grey to death. But god damn it, if she gotta be sacrificed to get you motherfuckers, then I might have to make a goddamn choice. But I would prefer they start killing y'all animals first. Go start killing white people dogs. That's what we should start. Yeah, start doing that, ICE. Start doing that. Just start go in suburban neighborhoods and just start killing the dogs and the motherfucking cats. Because y'all say we eating them bitches any fucking way. So hey, whatever it fucking takes to get white people upset, that is what we gotta do. So apparently we gotta Michael Vick some shit to get you bitches upset. So if that's what the fuck we gotta do, then let it be done. If some dogs gotta get hurt, hey, it is what the fuck it is. You sacrifice for your fucking country. Be proud. That's all I got today.
Well, Nikki, I know that is normally we don't have like we usually keep that for the video, but I know that's going to be a soundbite.
and is.
There's going to be a soundbite. Also, so what we're going to do, we're about to end do our closing segments and end the show soon. We're going to go through just quick videos. If you have a comment on the videos, because we don't have a lot of time, because we got to have something afterwards, only do 10 seconds of comment. That's it. 10 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. We're going to go through these videos and actually photos real quick. The first one is, as you know, Diddy has been sentenced to 50 months. And people have been upset because they was like, why didn't they just say
50 fucking months?
They just say fucking 4 years. You know, y'all trying to they put that there because it was for advertisement. They knew people were going to click this, but he's been sentenced to 50 months now. Donald Trump's one of his I guess advisors who was found molesting an 8-year-old child from 8 until 12 years old. The Oklahoma judge only gave him 6 months and 9 years probation. So people are sitting here like, how the hell is you have consenting adults that's hanging out with Diddy? You know, he gets 4 years, and you have a grown man who was literally touching on a child from 8 years old up until 12 years old, and the judge only gave him 6 months and 9 years probation. So people are a little like, you know, this is why people have been talking about this. You know, this is racism in America. So just want to give y'all that for that. Also, somebody said, you know, yeah, better be careful setting people up, and I want you to take a look.
Ooh.
Wow.
And moral story was, I guess she was setting up guys. I don't know what type of setup it was, if it was with the police or if it was with drug deals. But hey, at the end of the day, I tell y'all, if you live by the sword, including with the tongue, you're going to die by it. So that's something that has been circulating social media. Also, be careful with this app. This is called the new Sora app, and it would change people's opinions about like how people actually look. This is what was going on recently. And somebody posted, they said the new Sora 2 app by ChatGPT crosses the line by allowing users to take videos from any person, living or dead, replicate their likeness or voice, and generate content from it. Making Martin Luther King yell like a monkey is hate, not innovation. This is not just offensive, there's a violation of the name, image, and likeness. Iconic figures have a right to publicity to control how their legacy is represented and used. So be careful, because you know we are in this goofy racist America right now, and this is what we're having to deal with. Also, some pro-Black stuff. We want to show you this. Take a look.
Another thing, Black people, we need to retire using the term white supremacy. There is power in words, and quite frankly, there is nothing supreme about not being able to stand in the sun for more than an hour without turning the color of my lipstick. Like, let's be real. My biggest flex in 2024 is that I don't personally know a single Trump supporter. And Black people, we are no longer referring to ourselves as minorities. I've been to most continents on this planet, and we are on every corner of the earth. There is nothing minor about Black people. So from now on, you need to refer to yourself as the global majority because that's what you are. And when people say minority, you need to correct them. You mean global majority? Global majority? Say it with me, global majority. Yesterday, my wife laughed at me because I was like, I'm so hungry. And she was like, well, why don't you have some cereal? And I looked at her like, I don't want any human kibble. And she laughed. And I'm just like, how is cereal not human kibble? Am I the only one that doesn't like people, like in general? I like people on an individual basis, but in general, people are just, ugh.
I want to show y'all that. And then this lady went off in Kroger. Take a look at this.
It's not Kroger.
I just want to say, fuck Sylvia. Fuck Naomi with y'all bald-headed ass, dirty ass bitches. Y'all be treating people any type of motherfucking way. Y'all got me fucked up with everybody else in this bitch. If y'all want somebody to respect y'all, learn how to respect y'all motherfucking employees. Fuck all you bitches. Fuck Latasha, fuck Naomi, fuck Arlisha, fuck all you bitches. Y'all all on first fuck. And if you work at Kroger, don't even think about working this motherfucker because they don't give a fuck about you. The fuck? If you a motherfucking manager, you can do whatever you want, Sylvia. Get a new wig, bitch. The fuck?
Oh. And then we're gonna look at some street food. Take a look.
Girl, what?
Oh, he put his foot in it for extra seasoning.
That's why I don't eat a lot of Indian food. I got to see them cook it in front of me like Benihanas. I don't mess around. I've heard too many stories about people going to India, and this is how it is. Like the street vendors there are just like this, and they do not care. That's just the culture out there. This guy's been going viral. I think he's located in San Diego, but I want to try his spot out.
Let me say, talking about feminism in there black that. Hey, just talking about
Uncle.
And destination. Look, I told you, I didn't want to see if they tend. If they tend.
Oh, that really fell off the bone.
Yeah, so I want to see where this is at. So we're gonna have to go try it when we get there. This is another video.
What the fucking fuck?
And that's what we be up against in this world. This is all these people. I tell people, be careful in the wild.
Ooh, shit. I look at saying, fuck y'all. Yeah, no. You finna wear them out. He said, get.
They out of the wild. And then because I like Jean Grey so much.
Which means, come here.
These work on every cat but her.
Have you tried it?
I'll try this one, but when I usually try stuff, she just be looking at me like, okay, girl.
What the hell was that?
But shit. Yeah, she ain't coming.
She probably said that's that white people shit. You know we black.
Yeah.
And then this lady was stealing off somebody's porch.
Come on, they left a Target bag full of dog shit. I support that.
And she threw it back. It was the level of comfortability of her going to these people's porch to do that. This one was really funny.
Hey, son. Hey, son, excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Can I get your number?
Hello, insert cash to continue. Hey, how's it going?
But Sade, what's your name?
Sade.
Sade. What's the finest? Sade. Sade. What?
Hello, insert cash to continue.
Like I said, you fine. I need to. Sorry.
She doing that eye, baby.
Right.
No, no. Where you cut off again?
Like she called me now.
I call you girl.
That's how you do it. And now this one bothered me because I want to also tell people, black people, we gotta learn how to talk to each other and learn how to teach each other because everybody haven't been taught properly. So take a look at this.
It's a lemon pepper. It's a lemon pepper. It's some onion powder. Onion powder.
Soapy. What you do? I gotta wash the fucking chicken. What is this?
What you mean? I'm washing.
Why is there soap in the chicken? Tom, why is there soap in the chicken?
He deserved that one. I can't I can't give him no motherfucking grace. I cannot. Not with all that chicken there. Nah, nigga. Nope.
Ew.
That is nasty though.
That's low key some Becky shit, and I can't.
It really
no.
is.
And soak the chicken up. Wash it like this shit. I feel fucking wash it. You know what?
Then you should have said rinse. Maybe he would have. Well, bitch, now you doing too much.
All this shit up.
Hey, you didn't say something. Hey, but you didn't tell me. Did she tell me like how to make?
And I feel it's a bad situation all around. I feel bad for him for not knowing, but also she should also been able to help and train him. And this is some good things. So this is things that we need to know before we finish the last two videos. So these things you should replace regularly. Kitchen sponge should be replaced every week. This is actually true because it holds bacteria. Toothbrush should be replaced every 3 months. Shower liners every 6 months. Refrigerator water filter every 6 months. Socks and underwear every 6 months. I know people that still got 2 years underwear they wear. Vacuum filter every 6 months. Pillow every year. Frying pan, unless it's a cast iron skillet, every 3 years. Mattress every 7 years. As you know, also Rite Aid has officially closed, so I used to get my go to there to get medicine from there. All the Rite Aids have officially closed as of this week. So if you have a Rite Aid in your area, in any state that you're in, Rite Aid is no more. You only have Walgreens and CVS.
Damn, there was a Rite Aid right by me. I used to go get my douches.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. And last video.
Fine. Well, why are you even in my bathroom? I'm calling you. Why are you calling me Mom when I told you that I'm Easter relevant? You're gonna be a grandma. Hey, Kiki, what the fuck is you talking about? Look at it. No, bitch, what do you mean? Like, no. What? Vaughn, how you pregnant? Estrella, and how's you pregnant? I haven't had a period. Vaughn, you've been a girl for 92 seconds, and you talking about you ain't even had a period. 92 seconds. And you haven't... Get out my house. What? Get your ass out! Get out!
And that's all the videos for today. We are going out. Miss Maya, where can they find you at? Uh-oh, I think you're still on mute.
Find me on all platforms at Maya Lamise, and my YouTube is Elevate with Maya.
All right. And Miss Nikki?
You can find me on Instagram, bitch_happens, on TikTok, bitch happens, all one word. On YouTube, knickknack23, that's NIKNAK23. And I'm slowly but surely going to start migrating everything over to to YouTube because the censorship is getting out of hand. And also you can catch me Friday nights with my co-host Mimi at 11 p.m. for Knick Knack After Dark. That's where we talk about love, sex, relationship, dating. It's unfiltered, uncensored, but it's for grown-ups only. So you can join me over there Friday nights, 11 p.m. Eastern on TikTok Live.
All right, and Mr. Trey?
You can find me at Trey Rich Live, TREYRICHLIVE.
And Mr. Jeff?
You can find me you can find me at I am Jeff, GEOFF.Smith.
All right. And as always, we'll have some announcements. We're working on our Kickstarter. We're working on our GoFundMe. We're also going to be moving to Patreon. Patreon don't have all those issues. So I know that, Patreon does charge. We understand people. We get it. But there's a lot of censorship. Me and Nikki has been looking at this. There's a lot of our videos that have been taken down by private, I think they said private equity firms or some private board that looks at all social media. So it's a private board that looks at all this stuff that's like, if you say anything about MAGA, you say anything about white people, you say anything, they taking it down. Anything about MAGA or Israel, they're taking all your stuff down. So we're going to have to start moving over to another platform. So I just want to let you guys know we'll continue. We're going to be staying on YouTube, but also we're going to be going on Patreon as well. So we just want to let you guys know if you don't see those clips on there no more, it's because of censorship. They're allowing white folks to say racist things and do whatever they want. When it comes to anything that's concerning like MAGA or anything concerning Israel, they're taking all that down. So just want to keep you informed of that as well. Other than that, please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Take care.